Hi, this is Edie K, and welcome to another Monday Motivation. This week's topic is going to be especially helpful for those of you that are pursuing something, going after a goal that's outside of tradition, that goes against what everybody else thinks you should be doing or thinks is okay for you to be going after. This past weekend, I went to a business training in Seattle, and the speaker who was presenting this training was talking about was giving her story about how she had started her speaking business a year ago, and all of the flack she got, or all of the warnings she got from well-intentioned people in her life, wanting to pull her back and not see her get hurt and not have her go after her dreams or do something that is outside of the norm because they were trying to protect her. And obviously, while the speaker was talking, I could relate because I started my own coaching and speaking career 4 years ago and was met with a lot of the same well-meaning advice and cautions from people around me. And when the speaker was talking this weekend, it reminded me of something that I learned a long time ago when I was building my direct sales business. And I learned something very important about mindset from another business trainer. And what the business trainer shared with me was a concept of 98%ers versus 2%ers. And what she was referring to was a mindset concept and how having a certain type of mindset is going to determine whether or not you're successful. Now, again, I want to qualify that word successful because I'm not just talking about financial success. I'm talking about success in terms of level of happiness, level of satisfaction, level of life balance and joy. And so what she shared with us, which I have found to be really true, is that 98% of the population really has a certain kind of mindset of how things should be, how things should go, what's possible for people, what's not possible for people. And 2% of the population has really the opposite mindset. So let me give you some examples of that. 98% of the population are going to use other people's failures and give you examples and be able to call a multitude of other people's failures as reasons why they're not taking action on their dream, reasons why they're not taking action towards what it is that they really want and that they're settling for something less than that. 98%ers are always going to focus on outside circumstances. They're going to focus on the things that can't be changed for reasons why they can't have what they have. They're going to focus on other people. They're going to focus on life events that happen. They're going to focus on the weather, the amount of time somebody has in a day, or they're going to focus on their perceived lack of income. All of these things are things that they cannot control. 2%ers are going to focus on the one thing that they can change, which is themselves. 98% of the population believes that outside circumstances will either help them be more happy or more successful or less happy or less successful. 2%ers figure out how to deal with the circumstances and how to improve themselves in order to create better circumstances for themselves. 98% of the population will give you an array of reasons why they can't have the life that they really, really want. 2% of the population is going to shift into a mindset of how can I create that? A couple of years after I had heard this information and heard this concept of 98% versus 2%, I was at a business meeting in Las Vegas that the company was putting on. It was an academy for the top leaders in the company. And I remember the vice president of the company who was putting on the training, she said something to us that I'll never forget. She said, I want you to understand something. Those of you in this room who have achieved this particular title are in the top 2% of our entire company. This is a company that had tens of thousands of consultants. And out of those tens of thousands of consultants, only 2% ever reached the top level, the top title within that company. And here I was in that room among those people. And that changed me forever. And the reason that changed me forever is because she used that same percentage. She said only 2% of this company reached that high level of achievement. And in that moment, I identified myself as a 2%er. And since that day, 8 some years ago, I've never looked back. I'm not a 98%er. I don't have a 98% mindset. And I can tell you that unless you are taking a traditional path in life, and by traditional I mean an accepted path among 98% of the population, you have to adopt a 2% mentality. You have to shift your mindset out of focusing on all the reasons why you won't be able to hit your goal, you won't be able to go after your dream, into how can I make it happen? You have to do that or you'll fall back in to the 98% mentality and you will find yourself falling back in to the 98% lifestyle. So my challenge to you this week is to become a 2%er. It's much easier to go after the goal that you want to go after, to go after the life that you want to be living when you shift the mindset into a mindset of possibility, a mindset of hope versus a mindset of limitation and reasons why it can't happen. And then remember, as you are in that 2% mindset and you're really trying to persevere, don't get offended and don't get hurt when you're receiving less than supportive comments, because those are coming from a 98% mindset. And if yours is opposite of that one, that's a good thing. You're on the right track. Keep going. I'm Edie K. I really hope that video helped you. If you liked it and it helped you, you know that this is going to be helpful information going forward. Please, please, please share it with somebody else. You can click the like button. You can post it on Facebook. You can tweet it on Twitter, however you want to get it out there, but please get it out there for other people to hear as well. Also, if you like these videos and you don't want to miss any of them, I want to invite you to become part of our tribe. You can do that at ediek.com. It's ediekay.com. And when you enter your name and email address on that site, then you will become part of our tribe and you're going to get first notification when I release a new video training for you. And I do that every Monday. You're also going to get notified first of any programs or events that are going to be coming up. I hope you have an awesome week and I look forward to talking to you next time.